Alright, y'all, so last night we had the reveals for Ultimate Gohan plus Gamma 1, and then the Gamma 2 plus Orange Piccolo. These are both tag characters, and they really do look interesting. We do know that they are confirmed to drop on the 28th Pacific time right here, so that is actually very late in the day on a Sunday, but that should be fine for the most part. We should have a data download, I believe, like on the 26th or so. We could actually take a look here in the in-game news. There is a preparation period for these stages. Actually, that's today. So we should have the data download for these characters today and kind of see everything that's upcoming. There's really a lot to talk about when it comes to like the celebration, like of course future EZAs that could be upcoming and things like that. But I wanted to get the community reaction to this. Of course, we always are doing like community kind of reaction videos to this right here and to see what the Dokkan community is just really feeling about the superhero characters. Now, me personally, I do like what Gohan and Gamma is doing. Looks to be just very strong defensively, might be able to do some decent damage numbers. Again, has the 2 guaranteed additional super attacks right here. Like again, we take a look at this guy, additional super attack guaranteed, additional super attack guaranteed with the superhero ally. He's just getting all this defense, you know, an extra damage reduction when receiving a super attack. I mean, 68% reduction plus guaranteed guard. Actually, it's 78% reduction plus guaranteed guard against just like any super attack is really good. Now what I would say is that he's gonna be his strongest against an unarmed super attack, right? And there's not really too many of those, if at all. I mean, I think the only unarmed super attack is the Goten and Trunks super attack, if I'm not mistaken. Keep in mind though, this guy's also stacking defense. So even though he only has this 58% defense, like in phase 2 and a lot of the kind of different times that he's going to be out, he is stacking defense here with all these guaranteed additional supers. So that is like 90% extra stats turn 1 bare minimum without even considering any hidden potential, which this guy's an AGL character, I believe, so that he does realistically have a lot of additional. I like what they're doing with him. I didn't mean to close that tab. I gotta open it up again. I like what they're doing with this guy. And then, you know, Gamma 1 looks pretty decent too. For what I'm recalling, Gamma 1 is a little more damage based, but if you need to like finish the fight off, he does actually give a lot of support to Defenders of Justice, which is really crazy. That's like the other Piccolo plus Gamma 2, right? And I mean, yeah, it looks pretty decent overall. Against Ki Blast super attacks, he also has 70% damage reduction, no guard, but once this guy's able to probably get a couple of supers off, he does have 50% attacking defense within the same turn, the few turns. He does give a lot of support to superheroes and androids. Like, I like what this character is doing. Gohan looks very strong early on. Gamma 2 though, he seems a little dodge reliant, right? You know, he is a character where it's like, okay, we take a look here, additional with a great chance to be a super, 70% chance to crit, 70% chance to dodge, and it's not like that's inherently bad, but he does still need to attack 5 times to build up his entire chance to dodge. So even on like the second turn, this guy might be kind of stuck at like 79% chance to dodge, depending on like if you have him in the second slot. I feel like this guy, I'm gonna be trying to float off a lot of the times to get this extra additional first and foremost, and secondly, on turn 4 you're able to exchange into Piccolo. So I believe it is turn 4 from his first turn, right? Or no, it is turn 4 from start of battle. Thank God. Okay, so you could just, again, you could also keep this guy in, you know, if he's in the second rotation, you can keep this guy on. But I feel like floating him is actually not a bad idea because he does get extra damage reduction rate either way in second or third slot. He's providing multi-turn support, and Piccolo looks like, you know, he's like a very strong, solid defensive option as well. Now, I would say Gamma 2 is going to be really nice for the androids team, but when we're talking about every other team, you know, I kind of like what Piccolo's doing. But we'll see. I mean, you know, we should assuredly get the superhero EZAs, like, you know, physical Ultimate Gohan. We have the Tech LR Power Awakening Piccolo, you know, Orange Piccolo, etc. So let's take a look here what people are thinking about this character. We can take a look at the quote tweets here. So I think bro's happy. I don't know. What's this? Skip. Yeah, I would say, you know, we're looking at the banner. That might be just like a separate video, like should you summon on these characters? I would say no. Just like, you know, spoiler alert, but I don't think this banner is worth it with anniversary so close. But we'll take a look at the banners and we'll kind of just talk about it. I'll probably make that video right after this. So today might just be a Dokkan day. I didn't want to get a Broly tier list out soon. Maybe by tomorrow I'll get a Broly tier list out. But we'll see. Porg action, by the way. They're really good. Personally, you're not the craziest about them, so you'll safely be skipping. You don't think this is really good to see true what if units being common in Dokkan. Again, the EZAs will be really strong too. Yeah, I think, you know, the EZAs both will benefit from these two. And especially, you know, Physical Ultimate Gohan, I think, you know, if they give him a really strong EZA, this guy and that Physical Ultimate Gohan is going to be a great partnership. Another thing we could talk about is STR Beast Gohan. You know, they're giving a lot of support. You know, when you consider like the active skills and everything. I mean, Gohan's active skill specifically doesn't actually give the support. I believe it heals, but it does remove negative effects on allies. This is very small, a lot of you probably can't see that, but it does remove the negative effects, which is like, you know, locking and sealing and things like that. It's really nice. Let's keep looking here. Damn near perfect. I agree. I think overall these characters do look pretty strong. I'm just, you know, a little worried about Gamma 2 just because, again, I didn't specifically say this, but outside of the dodge, Gamma 2 just has 20% reduction. Now he does build up to a huge amount of additional stats, but I mean, that's something I have to see in game. Like, I want to see how high will these stats be. I mean, the defensive stat specifically for this guy isn't really the greatest either. He's gonna cap out at what, like 11,000 defense roughly, like near closer to like 12,000. I mean, we can see the defensive calculations here with Ori. So again, as a second or third attacker, yeah, after like 3 supers, this guy's at 3 mil defense with the 20% reduction. And again, it's like, you know, I would say 3 supers, like he has 70% chance. He has, like, if you keep him on rotation, I would say like 3 supers is probably the average that you'll see when we consider that there's going to be the 270% chances, and then if you get the hidden potential system super attack, right? But even if he only gets 2, man, like he'll cap out at basically, like, it won't be 2.1. It might be like a little closer to like 2.4, honestly, because he does get the extra 50% build up still. But I mean, that turn 1 could be a bit dangerous for him. Now, on his second turn, he should be looking fine. And then, you know, of course, when he's fully built up, look at the defense he's getting here. Even with just 20% reduction, he's going to be able to tank a decent amount of things available. And this is with the Piccolo and double Gamma 1 actives. But I mean, that is a lot of support provided. You know, I guess on the Androids team, Gamma 2 could still look really good still, of course, with all the Android support that's going on that team. So again, this is something I want to really see, and I assume this is, of course, also at the Rainbow level. Then we see Piccolo here. When receiving an attack, he's at 1.3 mil defense. But I believe Piccolo has guard. And how much damage reduction does this guy have again at the top of my head? 50% flat here. Then he gets another 20% here as first second attacker. So that is 70% damage reduction. But Piccolo does want to get a couple of supers off. Like I was thinking this, but Piccolo does look like he is a character that actually does want to sit in slot 2. Funny enough, even though he could theoretically sit in slot 1, I feel like his defense isn't. Well, his defense is pretty good though. Like 70% reduction plus the guard on this first turn. This is with Cold Judgment though. Keep that in mind. But like, you know, Ultimate Gohan gives Cold Judgment, for example. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I assume this guy has the same thing for the Gohan and Gamma 1, huh? Let's take a look here. We'll keep these up on the side as well. So, again, Gohan does need a superhero's ally. With 6 super attack stacks, start of turn, 1.2 mil defense with the guard, and then the 58% reduction. Then when we're still going to super attack, it's 2 mil defense with the 68% damage reduction. Yeah, very similar to what Piccolo is doing. But Gohan does have an extra 8% reduction, which definitely does matter. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. Because at first I was like, hey, is this too low? But it's actually still pretty good. And this is, you know, Gohan with 6 stacks, which, you know, will take some time to get there. But against an unarmed super, bro, like, look at that defense, 4.4 million, and he has an extra 20% reduction. Like, he's actually just immortal, because he has 98% reduction with guard, which is actually insane. This is also with all in the family active, though. Okay. I need to see this. I need to see Gohan. Like, obviously, Gohan, turn 1, like, slot 1, is quite dangerous, I would almost say. Against, like, especially like if you think about Ki Blast supers, but he should be, I think he'll be pretty good in the hybrid Saiyans fight is what I'm thinking. I think Gohan will actually look pretty significantly nice, so we'll see. Raw, Nothing Burger, and Solid Unit. So which one is which? I assume you're saying the Gohan and Gamma are Nothing Burger, or like as just based off the thing it is. I don't know. I think both of them do look overall good. I really just want to see like the variables that happen on the team, like, you know, this, like these calculations, like 6. Oh wait, no, this is Gamma. I didn't look at Gamma 2. No, I didn't look at Gamma 2. It's like if Gohan gives 6 stacks, Gamma 1 has quite a bit of defense right there. Like with, if you get 3 supers off, it's that 5.5 right there. Is Gamma 1, like, again, I'm still new to these guys' kit. Does he have RNG supers? No, additional super attack guaranteed. So the last super attack is the hidden potential one, but I mean, with even just 2 supers, that's 5 mil defense. With what, 70% reduction, I believe he has? Not higher? 20% here. It's only 70% reduction against Ki Blast supers, which is still quite a bit. And he gets all that defense. Well, actually, no, all this defense is post super, huh? Okay. We'll see. That's the wrong one. We'll see. I mean, versus a Ki Blast super, 3.5 mil with 70% reduction. No guard, though. What do I think? Vegito, Goku, Piccolo, and then the both Gammas. This is your top 5 Dragon Ball tier list right there for characters. Okay, I see you. I see you. Valid choice. Valid choice. Not what you want. They did. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. They did what you wanted, buffing both androids and a Boster, Bond, a Master and Disciple for New Year's, which I think, you know, both these teams definitely are teams that needed help. So I think it is good that they buffed these two. Not including EZAs, both teams look solid, but you wanted to see it Gamma 2 in game. Yeah, I also want to see Gamma 2 in game. That's kind of my biggest thing. But like, again, we could take a look here. Look at this Androids team, and then we could also consider the fact that Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 are going to EZA. Then the Spawner Master and Disciple team, you not only have these two, but we also have, I would be shocked if Physical Orange Piccolo or Physical Ultimate Gohan and the Orange Piccolo did not EZA. The only issue with this Gohan on this team is that you want superhero allies on rotation. So you're probably going to... Well, luckily this blue Goku does count as a superhero ally, so that's good. I guess, you know, these two will be pushed off for the LRs, right? Like, I would assume so. Then Gohan will literally have just like... He will always have uptime on his passive unless he gets into a rotation with 2 future Gohans and this guy, which I don't think is going to be would be a really common occurrence to happen. This Goku and then the Physical Ultimate Gohan would also give this guy All in the Family though, which would be really good. And this guy could also sit comfortably slot 1, but if you need a slot 1 early on, like this guy, you could do that too. Insanely excited, plus you might get to Rainbow Int Hit off this banner. Oh yeah, Int Hit was on this banner, I mean sure. They both look very good and have 2 very big EZAs incoming. And he's really excited, look at that, look at that. This is our Gexen Squadron Pro here. Gamma 2 deserved respect. Again, I'm not really liking Gamma 2 in terms of like, you know, him potentially being a very dodge reliant character, especially when we consider the fact that a lot of these fights, you know, do have bosses that end up being able to disable some form of dodge. Now I'm thinking like the Tamagami 1 fight mostly. I feel like the Goten and Trunks though, like come on, Gamma 1 or Gamma 2 is STR. Like I feel like Gamma 2 comes back around, Goten and Trunks super, and then AoE, like they will hurt this guy unless he supers first. I would be a little scared. He'll still have an 80% chance to dodge, which, you know, is really, really high. But I feel like if he gets touched by like a normal from like a turn 3 Goten and Trunks, bro, I would be scared. I would be scared. Especially if this guy's like in slot 7. I would be very scared. So, I mean, ideally, you are able to, I mean, in that fight, I would float this guy off. The Tamagami's fight as well, he should be fine. Like, because turn 1, turn 2, the Tamagami AoEs don't hit that hard. Unless, even if this guy gets sealed, he only needs to attack to build up, so he should be okay. In fact, I would argue the sealing would hurt Gohan a little more because he wouldn't be able to get any stacks off. So, again, we'll see what happens. Peak, same as last time. Piccolo's peak and Gohan is acceptable. I mean, Piccolo looks good, but I think Gohan looks pretty good. I don't know. People are talking more about the Kid Goku asset than these units. Oh yeah, I saw that, but like the asset is the exact same as it was hold up, let me show you guys exactly what this guy's talking about. Luca actually posted exactly what I'm thinking about here, but let's see if I could find it. Yeah, this. So they're like, oh, this Kid Goku asset doesn't look like anything in game, but it is. It was in this wallpaper here. This person posted this, but it's just like the image is stretched out more, like the actual PNG. It's the same PNG. So in case you're wondering, there's not a new Kid Goku coming, unfortunately, based off of this. That doesn't mean that new Kid Goku can't be coming next year, but like that is an art that they used already. You originally hoped that they would get tag T-words on Married Poster, but we got something super original that buffs a lot of teams. You love it so much and sucks because Annie's right here. Again, keep in mind, these guys will come back for Golden Week, which is in... It's crazy to say, but Golden Week is in 4 months. We're not too far away from Golden Week. Anniversary is in 1 month. I think the best thing you should do is skip this banner. Put all your best like eggs into Anniversary. Then whatever you have left over from Anniversary, save for Golden Week. That's my personal recommendation. Now, the same day character last year, Kid Goku, took a very long time to return. So people might want that character, you know, for same day, whoever it's going to be, some exciting character. Probably considering Kid Goku. I don't know how well Kid Goku did, honestly, but I assume it's going to be more in line with like a Super Saiyan kind of character. But yeah. I think this is really cool though. Like, you know, enemy tag characters. That might be just like a whole video I make. Just like talking about like enemy tag characters. Dokkan. Lots of Dokkan videos to do. I know a lot of people actually, more people are watching my Gexen concert right now than Dokkan. But I think that's just because Dokkan doesn't really have motion right now. Once, especially Anniversary starts heating up, we'll be looking good. Gohan and Gamma look pretty good, but you don't really like their leader skill. I'm confused. It's movie heroes, hybrid scenes, and mission execution. What's not to like about their leader skill? Gamma 2 and Piccolo are cooler type units, so you know you're gonna hate them purely due to how RNG dependent. Yeah, you're gonna really want those extra supers from Gamma 2 and the dodges, but it is still like more in your chance than it is against you. However, a lot of people don't have luck with these kind of things. But yeah, no, if anything, this leader skill is like one of the stronger parts of this character. Am I crazy? I mean, the Piccolo and Gamma 2 leader skill is what I'm like. Superhero special pose? Battle of Wits? Like, let's take a look. Like, could we find a Battle of Wits? I'm sure that I think Trunks is on Battle of Wits now. Yeah. Let's see here. Who's on this team? Dude, yeah. AGL Trunks, LR Pycon, Tech Vegito is still, like, you know, usable, but Gamma 1, almost like Gamma 1 Glorio. I don't even want to look at special pose, man. And then Superhero, which is like gonna be a good team, but I don't see any reason to use this guy as a leader ever. I don't see a reason, no. And like, okay, I will look at special pose actually. Who could I find that's on? I guess we just look up the Gamma. Yeah, there it is. These guys do not actually lead special pose, but they're on the team, of course. Oh, actually, this LR Hybrids is on special pose, so that's cool. I mean, obviously they'll be on each other's team, the new TURs, but I mean, I don't know. That's really weird. The crits are pretty good, but you don't know if you're summoning. Again, I would recommend skipping. Gohan and Gamma are absurd, but you're going to skip regardless. Fantastic choice, super fun, and a unique option that helps both 6 and future Gohan. They look strong, fun. You're personally happy with the unit choice because it's unique. Animations are a bit I do agree. The animations are kind of... they probably will look better in 2 times. They usually always do. You're also glad that they weren't Dime or Namek because it further fuels your hope / cope for them being anniversary. I would, again, love Namek to be anniversary, man. I'm like, if Frieza is anniversary, bro, I will be so excited. I just like, again, I've lost hope and aspiration. I don't want to like hope for Frieza, then it's like, oh, Beast Gohan's there. Like, what did they do? They can still throw out a Beast Gohan. But I doubt it. Considering that superheroes being done right now, I really do think Namek, man. Oh, they're really gonna give it. Dude, they're gonna give us Frieza and Goku for like part 2. Oh my god, yes. Okay. Ultimate Gohan and Gamma 1 seem really good. Gamma 2 and Piccolo is really good, releasing an unfortunate meta. Yeah, again, because like the only real dodge character that I feel like is like super relevant right now are the LR Blues, but they're also able to cancel out dodge canceling. Like they're able to be like, yeah, no, even like Goten and Trunks, like they could be good, but there's a lot of like bosses that are able to just cancel their dodge. So it's kind of harder to bring that Goten and Trunks out right now, just a little bit, right? I do think that Gohan will be pretty good in, if we're thinking more like, you know, the Red Zone Broly stage, like the Hybrid Saiyan mission, Gohan will be really good there. For sure. You think this is a fantastic choice? Buffing both these categories are huge. Plus, it's very likely the LRs and TUR Gamma ZZA here. You never said about dodge inflation. Okay, 70%, 80%, now 85%. Okay. Every new year, huh? If you're the next UI Goku, I mean, we have a UI Goku that has like guaranteed dodge on some of his turns already, so. The non-gamma sides of the units gap the gamma sides for some reason. Yeah, I would agree. Gohan and Gamma look like they're far away best TUR in the game. Gamma 2 and Piccolo got the blue cow treatment. I want to see what the replies are. You're never accurate with kids. Top 3 minimum. We need to see this, man. I mean, they'll probably age better because dodge, but we'll see. Piccolo, I do think Piccolo looks pretty good, though. Oh yeah, another good thing is that with the friend update, you know, even when these guys, like, if they might not be available on the friends list, you could use a rainbow or a mirrored copy of your friend lead. So that's really awesome. Huge, honestly. So I don't know. We'll probably end the video here. I'm not sure if there's anything else really to say. I mean, again, I like Ultimate Gohan. I think Gamma 1 seems pretty decent to me. Of course, against the Ki Blast super attacks. Like, someone is bringing up Invincible against also Goku Black Supers. I don't think this character was going to be invincible against Goku Black Super. Like, by the time you bring this guy out in turn 4, like, Goku Black will be building up. I'm not sure. But I have to see how the math works out. Like, how the numbers will look in game. Especially because I don't know. We'll see. Am I going to summon? I kind of don't want to. I kind of want to skip these guys. Like, again, I love the idea. Great idea, but it's just anniversaries right there. And then Piccolo looks pretty good to me as well. We'll see, though. I appreciate you all for watching. Let me know what you're thinking. And, of course, I will catch you guys next time.